Hello, my friends. My name is Evelyn Joy, and welcome back to my channel. Well, every time I find out something new about VIPKid, I update you guys, whether it is something that the company has written to us or something I have found out to be true. And today, this is the convenient truth that VIPKid left out when they're talking about, oh, our top priority. I don't believe them. Don't believe them. Our top priority is for you teachers to have classes. No, their top priority is about the good old, you know, it's green in America. The green, cash. Top priority is making a profit because, they are a business. Okay. So they have told us that we are going to be pivoting, but they didn't tell us the full details, right? So what VIPKid did tell us is, oh, we're going to be changing our format. We're going to be extending to other countries, and we're going to be, teaching adults in China, and we may, we're looking into investing in doing stuff in America and stuff. Yeah, they're going to do that, but they didn't mention what's happening with our students. So our students, you see what happened was our students, the packages that they've already purchased, we get to finish those packages out with them, hopefully. And when they buy packages after that, it's going to be with a Chinese teacher. Funny how they didn't mention that in their letter to us. I guess that wouldn't be convenient for us to know about, huh? So VIPKid is dually focused right now. They're like, okay, well, we have all these fantastic 100,000 teachers that we want to keep utilizing. So we're going to create some new programs for them. But we also have all these paying customers that we don't want to lose. So let's follow the regulations in China about no foreign teachers, and we're going to hire some Chinese teachers. But let's just talk to our parents about, okay, finish up your classes with your English teachers, and then you'll have Chinese teachers. And we're just going to tell the American teachers, oh, we're piloting all of these new programs, and we're going to have adults, and we're going to do other countries and all these things. But let's not, tell them both the full truth. Let's just kind of do these two separate things while trying to make everyone happy, but not tell one about the other. The thing is, we talk to each other. The thing is, we find out. The thing is, we know. We find out what they say to our parents because a lot of VIPKid teachers have WeChat. We have contact with our parents. Our parents, a lot of them speak English, and they are our friends. And so yesterday, I interviewed on my channel a friend of mine because my friend Joanne, who she spent 5 years working in China. She has a lot of Chinese contacts. I asked her, tell me the other side of the pancake. I know what the teachers are saying. I know what they're telling the teachers. Tell me what they're saying in China. Tell me what they're telling all the parents in China. And what they're doing is they're setting up for the Chinese teachers to teach our students because obviously they're in it to make some money. So yeah. Jillian says there are some companies that are partnering students up with Chinese and a native speaker. That way they can market the native, but the Chinese teacher is the teacher. Interesting. Yeah, what they're saying to VIPKid parents is we can finish off with the English speaking VIPKid teacher, and when their package is finished, then we'll be going over to the Chinese teacher who speaks English well, right? So right now, what they're doing a lot of with VIPKid, what we don't know about because they don't find it convenient to tell us, is they're hiring and they're advertising to hire teachers in China. So Chinese teachers to work for VIPKid. That is good news for VIPKid. It's good news for the employees of VIPKid in China, especially because they are going to continue their business. They're going to be trying their best to follow all of the rules that China set in place as far as no weekends, no holidays, not after 9 o'clock, no investors. I mean, my question is, are they going to have investors from America? If they're choosing to keep their home base in China and function from that, they're not going to be allowed to have any foreign investors. So they're going to have just Chinese investors. But the problem is, at the same time as they are losing their foreign investors, also all of the other education companies are losing their foreign investors. So how many Chinese billionaires and millionaires are going to want to invest in all these education companies, especially when China has been targeting them and the economy in the education department is going down, down, down. So as far as being profitable, and VIP Kid's making a lot of lofty promises about, we're going to be investing in moving to other countries and doing all these things. It sounds nice on paper, but this is my 2 cents. You are an independent contractor. Nothing is obligating you to be 100% loyal to just one company. They're not loyal to you. Don't be loyal to them. You need to diversify. Sure. Yes. Open your bookings. In August, no doubt, bookings will be booming with VIPKid. Starting in September, I cannot guarantee you that you will have a full schedule, because these students, they are trying to use up their classes before possibly the government could pass more laws. They don't know. The parents are worried. Some of the parents are asking for a refund. Do you blame them? If I was in China right now, I'd ask for a refund too. It's big bucks to put on the line here to possibly have something happen and lose your money, right? So a lot of parents are pretty nervous. All right. Notice, Jillian says, notice their wording in that letter. The one-on-one classes we're used to. I'm wondering if they are planning on doing that. So it would be 2 teachers in the classroom. 2 teachers in the classroom? Oh, you're saying like a VIPKid teacher and a Chinese teacher? The thing is, that's an interesting thought. I've never thought of that. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens going forward. But one Chinese. What I heard yesterday was that they're going to be finishing up with us, and then they're going to the Chinese teacher. But we'll see what happens. My point is diversify, diversify, diversify. If you think you're diversifying because you're working for multiple companies based out of China, you're not diversifying enough, because we need to diversify outside of China as well. You may even have to diversify outside of the ESL community. You may even have to diversify for the time being outside of the teaching community, because there's a whole lot of moving and shaking and applying for different companies, and there might not be as many bookings in each company because we have companies shutting down. We have teachers applying other places. So it's important to diversify and get smart. I interviewed a teacher yesterday about teacher pay teacher. I interviewed my brother about cryptocurrency. I interviewed teacher Mary, who is doing Pampered Chef. We have to get creative to keep paying our bills, because we cannot trust that these companies are telling us the full truth. We cannot trust that we're going to have 100% bookings. We're independent contractors. They owe no bookings to us. So we get what we get, and we don't throw a fit, or we go to other companies, right? Stay out of all these Facebook groups. Everybody's just whining and fighting and complaining. It's very rare that you get a helpful nugget. One helpful nugget that I did find today was that someone actually shared a screenshot of one of the advertisements that they are really pushing with VIPKid to hire Chinese teachers. So that's what I was wondering. I was wondering, will they close their China base and just work out of San Francisco office, which is their smaller office? Will they continue having American investors and American teachers, or will they choose to obey the Chinese government, put their head down, kind of let us work in other countries or with adults, but mostly start to buckle down and focus on hiring Chinese teachers? I feel like they're making us to believe that they're going to put so much investment, so much time and effort into expanding, when really I think what they're focusing on right now is actually hiring a lot of a lot of Chinese teachers. I'm going to read what Jillian said. Jillian said they'd have to do it as a group, I believe. But yes, I believe they're going to make the switch, but I'm wondering if that is in their heads right now. Ooh, I need to watch the crypto one. I put 125 in like a baller, and it's been a week and it's up to 170. We put in 50 and it was up to 58 yesterday, and it's been like less than a week. So yeah, no girl, they are going to Korea. Trust me. They're going to do some in Korea. That's what I'm saying. They're telling us, oh, don't worry, teachers. We're going to do all these things. We're doing all these things for you. And they're fudging on the truth because they're not telling us the whole picture, which is fine, but they're saving face. They're doing it. They're saying, oh, guys, we're going to do all this. But at the same time, hire Chinese teachers, hire Chinese teachers, hire Chinese teachers. We're going to keep doing trials. We're going to keep hiring teachers over here because they don't owe us bookings. So yes, we still have a job, but I have been seeing a lot of false hope in the groups. Some teachers are saying, oh, until March 2022, we'll be teaching kids in China. March 2022? Guys, don't put that out there because I don't think that's a thing. I think that's just rumors and that's false hope. If we are still teaching kids in China in March 2022, VIPKID's probably breaking the law because I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know about all that. We'll see what happens. What companies do I diversify with? Great question, Jillian. I am an OutSchool teacher. I'm technically a Pampered Chef consultant. I need to work more on that. I am currently applying for varsity tutors and for Cambly, just to have some things in my back pocket. I'm interested about Hallow. I don't feel like maybe it's the one I'm going to apply for at this time, but I have interviewed teachers on my channel about Hallow, Cambly. Yeah, I mean, I've talked to teacher Lena and teacher Lexi that know whole lists of companies you can diversify, and we've talked about a whole bunch of them. But I feel like Cambly is one of the best options. But for me, profit-wise, as far as money per hour, I'm making a lot more on OutSchool. So I'm actually diversifying within OutSchool because I teach Spanish classes to young kids and Spanish classes to older kids. And I'm also adding drawing classes, and I added a gardening class because I'm like, hey, if I get bored with Spanish, we need to have some. So I'm diversifying within OutSchool. I also soon will be, I thought, let me interview like 3 of my friends that are some of the most successful, profitable OutSchool teachers that I know. And I'm going to actually have a group interview with 3 of them because I'm seeing in my comments a lot of people saying, yeah, I'm trying OutSchool, but I'm not that successful with bookings. I want to get all those tips and tricks from the masters. And also, when I am interviewing them, I'm going to be taking notes on the side like, oh, okay, interesting. Okay. So 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday is the most popular time. Okay. So you can change your teacher name to add in your title like Evelyn Joy, bilingual Spanish teacher. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So your thumbnail, make it banging. Make sure you have like good catchy titles and start opening bookings starting in September that are ongoing classes because there's a lot of homeschool parents that are looking for classes for the whole semester and stuff. All those tips and tricks. We're going to be taking notes. We're going to be learning so much. But OutSchool, for example, I added up and I calculated over the last year how much I worked with OutSchool, how many hours. I made $9,000, but I didn't work that many hours. So I made a total of $40 an hour. Now, as we're looking at Cambly, it's like $10 an hour. As we're looking at varsity tutors, it's like, what is it, like $15 an hour, right? So my thought is if I focus in on OutSchool more, I can make a lot more money than with some of these other companies for diversifying with. So on my channel, we're going to be talking about OutSchool a lot. Not necessarily because I have a referral code, but because I want to see you guys being successful. And I know a lot of VIP Kid teachers who have diversified with OutSchool and made a lot more money on OutSchool than they did with VIP Kids. So we will be talking about OutSchool on this channel. And, you know, a lot of people have made a lot of money on Teachers Paid Teachers. A lot of people have made a lot of money on, oh, I'm going to be interviewing a teacher that has an Etsy shop, right? You can diversify with Etsy. You can, there's many options out there. But the thing is, we can't just wallow in depression. Oh no, this is what's happening with my job, right? We need to get active and have a backup plan in place, right? That's awesome. I know for my OutSchool classes, I make $80 an hour, but it took a little time to get there. Excellent, Jillian. Let's talk about that. I would love to have you on my channel sometime very soon. All right, make sure you send me a message, Jillian. So if you are watching, oh, thank you. I have a thumbs up and 6 people watching. Thank you guys so much. If you are watching the playback of this video, talk to me in the comments, guys. I'm not trying to share false hope. I'm not trying to share anything that'll put you into a wallowing depression. I want you guys to, you know, validate those negative, sad emotions. You know, when you move from one thing to another, sometimes there's sadness, there's loss with that. Those are valid emotions, but don't wallow in that forever, because we need to get active. We need to have a game plan in place, and we need to pay our bills. Really, really, really. If you are watching this and you work for GoGoKid, I just want to, I need to give you a big hug, because GoGoKid really screwed you guys over. And I mean, these companies chose how they were going to handle the regulations, right? And some companies handled it better than others. And if you are feeling sad right now, again, big hug. And we're going to get through this. And that's the purpose of my channel right now, is giving you guys great ideas for how to diversify and make some money. Pay your bills, guys. Get those dino dollars, right? Get them, pay your bills. All right. I don't want anybody having their light turned off because they didn't have a backup plan. I want y'all to know about all the backup plans that you can get. Who knows? Sometimes when one door closes, sometimes there's a better opportunity, and you'll never know until you walk through it and find out, right? Like, maybe I made $22 an hour with VIP Kid, making $40 an hour with OutSchool. You can too. And on Monday morning, 8:30 a.m. Monday's tomorrow, actually. 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, after VIP Kid classes, after morning classes, I'm going to be interviewing some teachers who have diversified to OutSchool, and they're some of the ones that are making good money and have good advice for you. Thank you so much for watching my video. Feel free to like and subscribe. I've set a goal to reach, it's a lofty goal. My goal is to reach 2,000 subscribers by December 31st. So who knows if I'll reach my goal. If I reach my goal, we're going to have a huge party on this channel, right? So yeah, very cool. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.